Hi everybody. How you all doing today? Happy Sunday to you all watching this day. My name is Oluwatsimile Gloriolude, known as Gma-Delight. Hope you all are doing well. Yes, briefly, I just want to share an important version of me to you all that you don't know all this why, because I know at times in one's life you have some kind of complications that will make you say some half hurtful things about yourself, make you make some declarations that is not pleasant to you just because of the circumstances, because of the situations that happen within you. And I've been a victim of that. And I just want to share this to you so if you are in that condition, you know what to do, not to get affected because it's more than what you think. Saying saying things that are not the will of God for your life. So, in that case, I'm going to start by reading the Bible and I'm going to close this whole thing with the Bible. So, bear with me if you're a Muslim. That does not mean you cannot watch this video. Ecclesiastes chapter 24. Ecclesiastic chapter 7, verse 24. Sorry, pardon me. How can anyone discover what life means? Is a question, right? And it's too deep for us, hard too hard to understand. That is what Ecclesiastic chapter 7 verse 24 says. How can anyone discover what life means? It's too deep for us, too hard to understand. Oh yes, even the Bible knows that this life is broad. It's so wide, it's so complex. So it's so wide, it's so complex. I don't want to use the word complicated. Yes. It's only complicated for those who don't know their direction, who haven't discovered themselves. Because we are trying to say, how can anyone discover what life is? But if you want to really discover what life is, discover yourself. Yes, know yourself. Know who you are. Know who you belong to. Because I know there are so many people who doesn't know who they actually belong to. They are neither here or there. And that is a terrible mistake you are doing to your life and your generation. Help your generation today. You are, do you know, for each and every one of you, you represent a generation. Don't say, okay, I come out from my mother's womb. I have like six siblings, so therefore we are the generations. We are, there's no more, there's no other person coming in. No, you're going to multiply. Be fruitful, multiply. So do your generation a favor by knowing who you are and act fast. Belong to God. It's the only one who can save you. Yes, so before our time runs out, because I'm so out of time right now, this is a script I wrote a long time ago. I think I can't even remember when, but it's a script I wrote a long time ago. Okay, the date is even here. It's like a diary, sha. We that used to write diary a lot. So it's happened 5th November 2020. Wow. And we are in 2024. I wrote this. I just found it somewhere and I'm like, whoa, I actually wrote this. Well, this is a different me. This is a new me. And I know there are so many people who have made some certain decisions in their life and now they are transformed. I want to teach you what to do to get rid of that so it doesn't play back in your life again. Okay. Okay. I'm going to read brief of it. I'm not going to read all because it's kind of my life something. It says my complicated life. Then it says I am in a good state of mind. I have issues of life that is complicated and I wouldn't want to be a burden. I wouldn't want to burden anyone about it. For people to begin to, I don't like burden anyone about it and begin to look pitied on. Life is so sweet with the right people you love. Yes. And those that return it back. Okay? So I wish so many things here and I wrote it. I wish blah 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 blah. It's just rubbish. Then there's a place I said something like I'm not going to get married or something. Marriage is not my priority. So I just wrote a lot of things here which is never going to happen. So I just want to do this fast before we proceed into the next one. So I wrote a lot of things here which are not God mandate for me. It's just what I, because of life experience, I'm like, I'm fed up of this life. I don't want to marry, blah, 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 shit. But I really want to marry. Yes. And if you've been through a lot of problem and you think that, no, don't want to marry, I've seen shege in this world, and you feel like that's the end of the world, please make your ways right with God. Go back to your Father in heaven and tell him about it. Talk to him. Tell him to transform you. Tell him to transform you inwardly so that you don't miss it. May God help us all. So I want to do something about that script, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it in my live video. But I want to really help those who are really in need of help right now. So guys, my fans, if you are there and you're going through a lot, or you've been through a lot and you've taken some steps, I know that you're not happy about it. Please just stay tuned to my channel. You can follow me up on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, and get more wisdom out of it. Please, I would like to close this by saying Proverbs chapter 13 verse 13 says, if you refuse good advice and you if you refuse good advice, you're asking for trouble. Follow it and you'll be safe. Follow it and you'll be safe. Just a brief one here. Don't be a waste to your generation. Take authority. Do something fantastic with your life. You are God's treasure. You're on assignment. You're on an assignment on this world. Like yourself. Love yourself. Be the light that when people see, they don't even need to ask for light anymore.